Hi there, Penny Penguin here to share part 3 of the Applying for Jobs in the U.S. series. This is going to be a long one, folks, so buckle up. Every time I go online lately to review job postings, it appears that employers are using different verbiage and criteria to keep you guessing on whether you meet the qualifications. Wouldn't it be nice if while they were updating their job descriptions to use big words, they implemented spell check and the Oxford comma as part of their own processes? I've seen a lot of postings lately, on company sites, mind you, where the bullet points are skewed, words are misspelled. I have even seen posts that are obviously cut and paste, as the compensation and descriptions contradict one another within the posting itself. They aren't proofreading their own work, but expect yours to be perfect. Maybe companies should be reviewing the qualifications of their HR folks. Oh, wait. They are called recruiters now, which is a title that has negative connotations for job applicants. What was wrong with human resources representative or human resources concierge? Calling them a recruiter brings to mind sleazy back alley dealings that are probably drug and crime related or crooked salesmen. But let's get back to vetting jobs, shall we? Part 3 should be obvious, but for the above reasons, they can get murky at times. Part 3 involves reading the qualifications carefully before applying to a position. There are multiple categories for this. Preferred qualifications. These are the skills the employer would like to see in their candidates, but if the applicant has other qualifications that exceed their expectations and can be transferred across job categories, they may be willing to overlook the lack and train to their systems. For example, experience in database management is preferred, but willing to train the right candidate. Don't let preferred qualifications keep you from applying if you are skilled enough to do the job. But be realistic about this. Being able to bag $400 worth of groceries in under a minute without breaking anything is truly impressive, but it doesn't make you an expert on time management. There are expectations out there that an applicant has to show the exact abilities the position requires. However, when you spend years in the workforce, you pick up skills and capabilities that can be used across many job opportunities. Unfortunately, you have to be able to pimp yourself with those skills. And with the flood of available applicants, many employers just aren't buying right now. Regardless of whether you hold the experience with a particular program that the hiring company uses, they still have to train you on their own processes. They aren't going to be able to get out of it no matter how good you are with that program. If you have other skills and experience applicable to the role, you can negotiate this criteria by stating that you are teachable with a flexible learning style. But be prepared to accept a dip in the salary offer if you don't have their particular program experience. Required qualifications. Now, these are sometimes labeled must-haves. The applicant must have this for any consideration. It is non-negotiable in most instances, and it will disqualify the applicant if it's not present in their resume experience. This can be years of experience, certifications or degrees, particular skill sets that are directly applicable to the position, and specific software program experience. For example, a speech therapist is required to have their certification in speech therapy to practice. Some rando that speaks English isn't enough for this role. So don't be fooled if your filters are marked for entry level and you see highly specialized positions listed. It just means that they will consider someone fresh out of a certification or degree program. Not that 19-year-old Joe Schmo working the Wendy's drive-thru can be a heart surgeon. If you think your existing skills match the required qualifications and maybe some of the preferred, however, you're on the fence on whether it's an actual fit, call their HR and ask questions about the position, or email them. Yes, you are allowed to do that. Human resources is the first step in the applicant vetting process, even the ones that use AI to get rid of you. They should be able to help you figure out whether applying would be worth your while and theirs. Your time is just as valuable as the hiring managers. If the HR representative seems dismissive or can't answer any of your questions, just move on. That isn't a company you want to work with. Don't be afraid to use AI services like ChatGPT to help you with language and tone for your resume, especially when you're having to rewrite your resumes and cover letters constantly. If you use the right queries, it can even help you determine whether your skills are the right fit for the job description and avoid wasting your time. If companies are going to use AI to filter you out, use AI to guarantee you a way in. It's only fair. Qualifications and criteria for applicants are becoming more specialized and complicated. Navigating these descriptors and rewriting your resumes and cover letters for each position is insane and should not be required. But when you add in the underhanded methods employers are using to weed out people instead of doing the jobs they were hired to do and actually take the time to review the resumes and cover letters submitted, it's clear just how disconnected and broken the job market has become. But don't be too disheartened. Eventually, you are going to find the right position with the right company, and it will be exactly what you need when you need it. So join me next time as we go over the jerk moves these companies are using in regards to salary expectations. Until then, bye for now.